Imagine a civilization of unparalleled brilliance, technology, and profound wisdom, swallowed by the sea in a single catastrophic day. The enduring myth of Atlantis originates from the dialogues of Plato, naval power that once existed beyond the Pillars of Hercules. Presented Atlantis in his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, but was it a historical record or a thought experiment about an ideal state versus a corrupt empire? For centuries, scholars and dreamers have debated Atlantis's true location, placing it everywhere from the vast Atlantic to the shores of the Mediterranean. The most popular theory suggests Atlantis lay somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean, perhaps near the Strait of Gibraltar, a powerful maritime empire. Some researchers point to geological formations like the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, hypothesizing shifts and volcanic activity could have sunk a large landmass. Others look to the Mediterranean, proposing islands like Santorini, Thera, or Sardinia as potential remnants, linked by ancient trade routes and seismic events. The Minoan eruption of Thera around 1600 before Common Era caused massive tsunamis, potentially inspiring flood myths and offering a plausible, albeit smaller, model. A more radical theory posits Atlantis beneath the Antarctic ice sheets, suggesting a warmer climate in antiquity and a cataclysmic shift. While intriguing, the Antarctica theory faces significant geological hurdles, requiring radical climate changes and continental drift not supported by current scientific consensus. Archaeologists have scoured the globe, examining submerged ruins, ancient ports, and peculiar geological formations for any concrete evidence of Atlantis. Numerous ancient cities have been found submerged worldwide, from Egypt's Thonis Heraklion to coastal ruins in India, sparking renewed interest in sunken civilizations. The Bimini Road, off the coast of the Bahamas, features unusual underwater rock formations that some interpret as remnants of Atlantean architecture. However, geologists largely explain these formations as natural occurrences, sedimentary rocks formed by wave action and erosion, not artificial construction. Plato's detailed description of Atlantis, including its sophisticated engineering, immense wealth, and social structure, fuels the imagination, despite lack of hard proof. Descriptions hint at technologies far beyond ancient capabilities, from sophisticated metallurgy and engineering to potentially energy sources we still don't fully understand. Alternatively, Plato might have used Atlantis to illustrate the dangers of hubris and imperial overreach, a cautionary tale for his own Athenian society. History is replete with stories of powerful civilizations that eventually declined or disappeared, whether through conquest, natural disaster, or societal collapse. Explorer Alara Vance utilizes cutting-edge technology, analyzing sonar data and satellite imagery, searching for anomalies that might point to submerged landmasses. Her team detects an unusual, highly symmetrical undersea structure in a deep oceanic trench, too regular to be natural, but too deep to easily investigate. A sophisticated ROV, remotely operated vehicle, is deployed, equipped with high-definition cameras and lights, to probe the mysterious depths and capture images. As the ROV reaches the target depth, faint, artificial-looking straight lines and unnatural angles begin to appear in the ROV's camera feed. Dr. Eris Thorne, a leading classicist and historian, analyzes Plato's Greek texts meticulously, searching for linguistic clues and geographical references. He finds passages describing mountains that are islands, immense rivers, and a climate far warmer than modern Europe, posing geographical puzzles. Some theories link Atlantis to ancient myths, like the Garden of the Hesperides or the lost continent of Mu, suggesting echoes of a lost world. Perhaps Plato drew inspiration from fragmented accounts of real ancient disasters, combining them with philosophical ideas to create a powerful narrative. Dr. Thorne and Alara Vance collaborate, merging textual analysis with Alara's sonar data, searching for a physical location that matches Plato's descriptions. The sonar anomaly shows a striking resemblance to Plato's description of Atlantis as a city built in concentric rings of land and water. At the center of the anomaly, the ROV detects a raised plateau, potentially the location of the legendary central citadel and temple. However, the extreme depth and pressure make further direct exploration incredibly dangerous and technically demanding, pushing the limits of current subsea technology. Despite intriguing patterns, no definitive Atlantean artifacts, tools, inscriptions, or art have been recovered that unequivocally prove its existence. Some geologists propose that Plato's description could be an exaggerated account of natural geological phenomena, like sinkholes or coastal erosion. The immense timescale involved in continental drift and geological processes makes pinpointing a lost continent millions of years ago incredibly difficult. Revisiting Plato's original Greek, Dr. Thorne considers alternative translations and interpretations that might suggest a less literal, more symbolic meaning. Could Atlantis represent the corrupt, materialistic other that Athens, the virtuous ideal, heroically defeated, serving as a political and moral contrast? Plato often used myths and allegories to convey complex philosophical ideas about justice, governance, and the ideal society. Atlantis fits this pattern. Regardless of its reality, the story of Atlantis captures our collective imagination, symbolizing lost utopias, the fragility of civilization, and the call of the unknown. Alara Vance compiles all data, sonar, geological surveys, and historical correlations, seeking a conclusive answer, but the evidence remains tantalizingly ambiguous. Researchers create speculative three-dimensional models of what Atlantis might have looked like, based on Plato's text and theories, beautiful but purely imaginative. Plato describes Atlantis as a thalassocracy, a state ruling through sea power. This fits certain ancient Mediterranean powers, but not on a continent-spanning scale. Plato's description of Atlantis as larger than Libya and Asia combined poses significant geographical challenges for any single proposed location. Dr. Thorne increasingly suspects Plato used the story as a dramatic device, a narrative tool to explore his philosophical concepts rather than report history. The burden of proof lies with those claiming Atlantis was a historical place. Without concrete, verifiable evidence, the legend remains firmly in the realm of myth. Alara Vance continues her work, refining search parameters and exploring less hypothesized regions, driven by the possibility of uncovering something truly extraordinary. Her current expedition focuses on areas near dormant locations known for geological upheaval that could plausibly explain sunken landmasses. Unexpected magnetic anomalies are detected around the volcano's base, stronger and more localized than typical geological signatures. Could these anomalies suggest evidence of advanced Atlantean technology, perhaps related to energy sources or unique geological manipulation? Dr. Thorne emphasizes that while myths often contain kernels of truth, they are fundamentally shaped by cultural beliefs, needs, and the storytelling of their time. Atlantis fits the universal archetype of a lost golden age, a perfect past that serves as a benchmark or a source of longing for a better future. The Atlantis legend continues to inspire countless stories in books, films, and games, demonstrating its profound and persistent hold on human culture. If Atlantis were real, its discovery would rewrite human history, revealing advanced knowledge and a sophisticated society predating commonly accepted timelines. The paradox is the boundaries of science and archaeology, while often relying on leaps of faith. Alara Vance's team convenes, reviewing the latest findings. The magnetic anomalies persist, but conclusive evidence remains elusive, leaving many questions. As concrete evidence remains scarce, the interpretation of Atlantis as a philosophical allegory crafted by Plato gains considerable weight among historians. Even as an allegory, the tale might be rooted in collective memories of real, devastating natural disasters that reshaped coastlines and societies. Dr. Eris Thorne concludes that while Plato's story is compelling, the most logical interpretation is that Atlantis served as an elaborate philosophical narrative. The allure of Atlantis lies not in definitive proof, but in its power to inspire wonder, exploration, and contemplation about humanity's potential and past. Perhaps Atlantis represents a shared human dream, a yearning for a perfect society, a lost paradise, or a forgotten chapter of our collective story. Alara Vance, inspired by the philosophical aspect, begins researching ancient philosophical schools and their potential use of historical-like myths. the legend of Atlantis lives on, not just as a potential historical mystery, but as a testament to the enduring power of storytelling and human imagination. Was Atlantis a real sunken continent, a grand philosophical allegory, or a captivating myth born from ancient cataclysms? Share your thoughts in the comments below.